While this weekend's marches showed unity around renewed calls for gun control, what about those communities where guns are more tightly woven into the fabric of everyday life? We were struck by a photo essay for The New Yorker this week by photographer Sharif Hamza, who captured young Americans as hunters and target shooters in places where Hamza says that shooting is as common as skateboarding. The magazine notes some of the growing popularity is the result of gun advocacy groups investing heavily in youth recruitment and shooting sports. So this week, as the marchers headed into Washington, we headed out west to Arizona for a gut check on guns. At a popular gun range in Tucson, a reminder that to many Americans, firearms are far more than weapons.
Whenever I was in 8th grade, my dad introduced me to shotgun shooting and I fell in love with it. From there, it took off.
20-year-old Emily HAMPSON is an Olympic hopeful and one of the best young shotgun trap shooters in the world. She's pro-gun, but after Parkland, welcomes the national debate.
You know, I think that it's good that people are speaking about what they think. I think that it's important that we have conversation.
But it's not an easy conversation to have, especially in the pressure cooker of high school.
There was a lot of tension.
In Tucson, we met high school junior GIANCARLO Rodriguez. During that March 14th school walkout protesting gun violence, he and a few friends staged a small counter-protest.
We weren't necessarily too accepted, I guess you could say, but we were just there to pray and state our views that people kill people, not guns.
And what were some of the kids saying to you?
We got attacked physically and verbally, and I was just kind of trying to block it out because I didn't want to stoop down to that level.
Give me your single strongest reason why you think people should be able to keep, say, an AR-15.
It's just simply the Second Amendment. That's our right, and we're going to keep it.
At a nearby park here in Tucson, we sat down with high school junior Oscar OROZCO. He was with GIANCARLO in that counter-protest, and students Hope HINSEY, Rebecca Sands, and Jamie Stone. These young people know gun violence all too well. Rebecca and Jamie were in elementary school in 2011 when a gunman shot Arizona Congresswoman Gabby Giffords at a political event. The shooter turned the gun on the crowd. 6 people were killed, including their classmate 9-year-old Christina-Taylor Green. At a memorial service 1 year later, Jamie stood before thousands to share her memories of her best friend.
She made me a better person. She would want all of us to follow our dreams and not be sad because she isn't there.
When you look back at 10-year-old Jamie and the effect it really did have on you, describe that.
I think, well, for me and my family, it made us realize that something like that can happen anywhere at any time, and you can't really prepare for it. So I just remember it really like changing my life for a while, and then it took me a while just to have a sense of like security and safety.
Tell me how you think you changed.
I knew immediately that we needed to do something to show Christina and her family that we cared.
You have MSD Strong?
Yes.
That MSD Strong means what to you?
It means to me that not only do I sympathize with them, but I empathize with them because of what happened in our community, and I know that the devastation that rocked their hallways and classrooms did the same thing in our community.
Let me ask you what you want to see changed.
I'm not looking to, repeal anyone's rights. I just think that it's a plethora of things from mental health to bullying to guns.
Rebecca, what do you want to see change?
I think that the first steps that need to be taken is that the National Instant Criminal Background Check System needs to be a digital database that states can access and states be required to report to the national database. It's important that the gun shows and online sales require background checks, and I think that the minimum age to purchase a firearm needs to be raised to 21.
Jamie, what do you want to change?
Well, I, like Hope, don't think that we need to take guns away. I grew up in a family where guns weren't bad and I was comfortable around them, but I do think, as Rebecca said, that it should be harder to get a gun.
Oscar. You have a little different opinion here. You were involved in the counter-protest.
Yes, I was involved with the counter-protest, but we were still there to show our respects to the people that died in Florida.
You don't want any further restrictions?
There should be a further mental screening to actually obtain a rifle.
Where do you think we'll be in 5 years with any sort of change?
I think that as this generation comes to voting age, we'll be able to elect people that I hope that will actually take action, and that no one's rights will be infringed, but we will feel safer at school.
In 5 years, all of us will not only be old enough to vote, but also old enough to run for office. And so if we don't see the change quick enough, we will step in and make the change.
Yeah, I hope that our generation will have a positive impact on the future and can work together to make a better compromise.
Would you be willing to compromise?
Yeah, of course. If they can understand my opinion or my point of view, and I can understand their point of view, I can always come up with a compromise for them.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.